All right, another day. Today is gonna be a light day, just like yesterday, but a light day is nonetheless a good day, right? I mean, these days you're kind of stimulating your body, not going all the way, and then because of that, you can let your body recover for the next training. It's kind of like edging, I guess. but, but anyway, what I want to say is like just like yesterday, right? I did the plank training and I did the forearm training, and because I was able to stimulate my body, training did not go away from my head. Although I was able to recover, so the training was still in my head, my body was recovering, and I was just so excited for the next training already. And that's again why it's so important to keep momentum, right? Today as well, I'm not gonna do anything crazy, but I am gonna do a bit of floor Victorian here. I cannot promise that I will not do any front lever, so front lever will probably be in the training as well. And just those tiny little stimuli, I guess is the plural of stimulus. Yeah, these will just, be ingrained in my body, but because I did not go all the way, it's not gonna affect my recovery, and it's just gonna, spark extra energy, extra enthusiasm for the next training, right? Because I did some front lever, but I don't have to recover from it, so I'm immediately able to go again. Although I have to wait for a couple of days, so it's just sparking so much enthusiasm, you know. Fuck. That's all I wanted to say. Let's just go. Ugh. 4 seconds, which is in fact a PR with this amount of assistance. Don't get it twisted, light workouts you're tired. It's not because you're tired that you're not going to be able to do anything good, right? You're even going to be able to make PRs. If you go into your workout with the mindset of, oh, the day is going to be light, I'm tired, I'm not going to be able to do anything useful. Well, guess what? Then you're not going to do anything useful. But if you can just, have the mindset that even though you're tired, there's still all these other things that you can do, train smaller muscles, stretch, get the blood flowing, get a small little PR on the side. I mean, you're going to be so much more excited for your training. And even these small trainings, of course, they're not big boy PR trainings, but they're still super fun. So it's all about how you go into your training, which mindset you have. And if you have the correct mindset, then you will understand that no matter how tired you are, you're going to have a good training. And if you can do that every day, then guess what? You're guaranteed to have a good, like at least 1 good hour in your day, right? It's just so amazing. I can't shut up about it. Anyway, floor Victorian, this was 4 seconds, like I said, which is a PR. Last time I did 3 seconds. So if I can repeat it for 2 more sets, then I'm very happy. Right now, on this floor Victorian, I just have to make sure that I get stronger bit by bit, do more and more holds with a certain assistance. It's the exact same as the Nordic curl, for example. On the Nordic curl, I do these holds with pinky assistance. First, I was doing it with 2 pinky assistance, then I moved now to 1 pinky assistance, and I'm just trying to increase my hold time each time. So it's the exact same for the floor Victorian, up the difficulty a little bit when you get a longer hold on the previous stage, I'll say. And then, you're gonna have shorter holds on the new assistance, the lower assistance, but then you gradually improve it over time. And then again, you can make the level a bit more difficult. So yeah, 2 more sets, and then I think we will move on to some front lever. All right, 3 sets of holds done for the floor Victorian, assisted. Now it's time for some unassisted stuck floor Victorian, supersetted with P-bar Victorian with some assistance. All right, as you will notice, right, all these movements that I'm doing right now to train my retraction, if you notice, the elbow is quite far behind back. The further your elbows goes behind your body, the more you're going to activate your rear delt, the more you're going to activate the retraction muscles in your body. Because if you're here in front lever, right, your elbows are the most in front of your body, right? And you're using more of your lats. But as you go, from a normal front lever to a pull-up to touch, right? Your elbows goes back and then you don't use the false grip. Your elbows goes more back. And the difficulty increases because you're shifting the pressure from your lats to your rear delts and the smaller muscles on your back. So the big bulbous muscle, your latissimus dorsi, are not able to work as much anymore. And all the load is, coming in the back of your shoulder. That's why these exercises are so difficult. But also, if you want to train them, just think to yourself, which exercise brings my elbow back more. That's it. So one more set of this, and then we can move on to something else. All right, quick front lever. Only 2 sets. I have 2 hard sets in mind. But the important part here is that even though they're hard sets, I'm gonna have to use all my power. I'm not gonna use my big muscle groups to the maximum. It's not like a planche press where, if you go hard, you can squeeze out everything in your shoulders, or like a bench press or a squat where you can just dash out 100% of your power. In the pull-up, your point of failure is at the top. It's when the smaller muscles are activated. So it's never gonna destroy your big muscle groups, aka the lats. So I'm just gonna do the first set here, 10 pull-ups to touch with 4 kilos. Okay, so obviously not good form. I mean, the pull-ups themselves weren't too bad, but the touch hold at the end was just not up to standard. But I think it's pretty good for an attempt today. Again, I'm not too energetic, but by doing this, I kind of have the activation to try again in a couple of days when it is my proper front lever training. So very much looking forward to that. Now, the second set is gonna be 3 pull-ups wide. Probably touch is not gonna happen at all, but I do have, as you can see, 2 extra kilo on my feet. So let's go. All right, since I'm gonna make front lever my last exercise today, I'm gonna do 1 more set, maybe 2 at max, but I'm just gonna use my body weight, so it's gonna be relatively light. And really, I don't have any reps in mind, I don't have any particular goal in mind. I'm just gonna play around a bit and see what I can do. That's it. So, just having some fun. I mean, I'm always having fun, but in a different way now, Right, I was sitting here in the couch waiting to do another set, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna restrain myself, the edging I was talking about in the beginning of the workout. I'm gonna edge myself here, right? I'm gonna keep myself from doing another set and let those feelings transfer onto the next front lever training, because holy shit, guys, today I'm tired, right? But that first front lever pull-up of the last set I just did at body weight, even though I'm feeling like shit, it felt so light. And the front lever pull-up for me is nothing special anymore, right? I just do it every training. But in a way, it's still a PR, right? Because I did it in such a relaxed way, nothing of getting in the zone, no expectations, just a fucking front lever pull-up clean. And it felt so super light. I mean, it's not a PR, but it's a PR, right? It's a mental fucking PR because I just did the front lever pull-up and it felt so light. I felt like, if today I was fresh, I could do 25 of them, which is a PR, right? So what I'm trying to say is like everything going in your training, right? Everything negative surrounding your training, it's all in your fucking head. You're bringing it upon yourself. Like if you go into a training thinking, oh, I'm fucking tired, nothing's gonna happen. But also like in general, right? People say, oh, I'm not gonna gain weight because then my skills will become more difficult, right? I'm gonna get weaker at skills. Because you're putting that in your head, you're actually gonna get weaker at skills. Today I weighed 72 kilos, which is almost like the heaviest I've ever been. It's the heaviest I've ever been while training, like very well, right? Consistently. And even though I'm 72 kilos, almost the heaviest I've ever been, I'm just telling you guys, I'm fucking tired and I still did the lightest feeling front lever pull-up I've ever done. It's in your head. Skills are going to become more difficult. It's in your head. I'm not going to be able to do this planche. It's in your head. I'm not going to build muscle. It's in your head. Everything's in your head. So if you're like everything you see online, right, of people telling you you can't do this and you can't do that, don't listen to that too much, right? If someone tells you, you can't mix your skills with bodybuilding, whatever, don't listen to them. Try it for yourself. Believe in yourself that you're going to be able to do it. It sounds corny, but try it with your belief. And then if you then fail, sure, then I guess it wasn't for you. But then at least you tried, giving it your all. You're not going to be able to give it your all if you're telling yourself that what you're doing is bad or that what you're going to do is, gonna turn out bad, that you don't have energy, right? Why would your mind allow you to put out all your energy into something that you don't think is gonna go well, right? So, I mean, again and again, it's a fucking mindset. This is something that I also, I learned by watching Eric Bugenhagen. Like I said, I'm a big fan of him. But it's so fucking true, right? It's in your head. You can attempt the PR and have the strength, but if you don't think you're gonna be able to do it, you're not going to be able to do it. And reverse as well, right? You might have just not enough strength for a PR, but because you believe with all your heart you can do it, you can go the plus ultra and do it anyway. It goes both ways. So, fuck man, I was tired in the beginning of this training, but just training every day, you have something good, right? And then because you have something good, you get excited and, before you know it, you start yapping again. But, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Today, again, was a very short training. I have to focus on recovery because after those few heavy trainings, my sleep has not been too good either. But, we'll figure that out, recover, and the next sessions are going to be amazing as well, as always, right? So I'll see you then. And now I'm going to have some food.